Hey, Bird, merch that's you.
Hi, my name is Donovan, aka Double Dono, and welcome to the Nameless Journey podcast, best podcast in my home. And thank you for joining us for the podcast. We have a great episode for you today. This is my co-host down there. That's Julian. We weren't able to have Kyle on the podcast today, but we will get him on. Follow on all social media platforms. Be in the link in the description. And we have my guest today. We have Brian. Welcome to the podcast, man. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Name's Belgi, right?
This is Baljeet. You know the deal. Mr. Baljeet himself, straight from Phineas and Ferb. You already know the deal.
You know what's funny? He got the same fit.
Summertime, boy.
You already know what you already know.
All right.
Check your mic. Check your mic. Turn it on.
It's on. Oh, hold on now. It's on. I'm plugging, man. I'm good.
Talk. Talk good. Nope.
Am I on?
Talk.
Yo.
We on. There we go. But sorry for the technical difficult issues. You already know the deal, but it's all right. We all good over here. But besides all that, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications when we drop a video. You already know the deal, especially if you enjoy the content. And especially if you enjoy me, go ahead and use code DUBADONO at AZVA and Habits365. You could also use it at W, Hydration and Energy if you enjoy hydration in your life and you need to be hydrated because your piss is yellow. And also, if you need a little bit of caffeine in your system, go ahead and get that from W, 150 milligrams of caffeine. Stank booty butts. You already know. But go ahead and get yourself some caffeine, man. You already know Julian's.
You know my saying. And I'm gonna say it again.
Go ahead.
Your piss is not clear. Do not come near.
You already know the deal. Do not
It's
come near.
scarce.
You dirty bastards. We don't do that over here. If your piss ain't clear, then do not come near. You bozo. So go ahead and get yourself some
Shit
W
stinky.
hydration and also some energy caffeine, man. You already know the deal.
Kidney stones.
I think they
Ew.
get kidney stones.
That's nasty.
All you drink is Coke and Pepsi.
Ugh.
Water.
All my folk out there that drink Dr. Pepper. You hear me?
Mhm. You dirty
It's good.
bastards. You dirty bastards. So that's why you need W hydration and energy. You know the deal. Go ahead and grab that. And also use code DUBADONO at Okazi as well if you want to get some anime wrist wraps. We got anime pump covers and anime shorts. If you like anime and you also like to work out, go ahead and get that gear over there. Use code DUBADONO. You already know the deal. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the podcast. We don't really have hot topics, but I do have some questions for y'all. So the first question is, what is a friendship?
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, that's what. When I saw the questions, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is a good one.
Who's gonna start off? You?
I can start off.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So the way I view friendship, it's more of a bond.
Okay.
It's more of like when you meet someone, you know, when you like say this, let's bring it back to like third grade, kindergarten. When you have like, we all have like our main best friend that we met when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
You still with him, right? Sort of.
Kind of.
You don't talk to him too much, but you brothers. The way I view it is, I see someone, I'm like, you know what, that person's pretty cool. I feel like me and him can just, you know, take over the world and shit.
Yeah.
That's how I view friendship. I'm like, if we together and we can do cool shit and we know each other very well personally, that's a friendship.
Okay.
Like platonically, we love each other as brothers.
Mm-hmm. You guys
That's
are
how I
dogs. You guys are homies.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to view friendship, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, there's a lot of aspects that come into a fucking friendship. Like, for instance, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to trust people nowadays, you know?
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's called, I got, myself, like, I got stabbed in the back a couple times, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't let that, you know, get the
best of you.
get the best of it, you know? So, like, I mean, like, friendships, I feel like as long as, like, you guys try to stay in contact, you know, like, you guys could go both your ways. Like I have a homie, he went out to the Air Force. Like, we haven't talked in, like, I don't know, a couple months. He's always busy. I'm always busy working, you know, but, like, as long as you guys got that communication, you guys still communicate, you know, like, hit each other up, like, how you guys doing? Or even, like, I have some old friends from high school I haven't talked to, like, in the years, you know. We graduated, what, like 4 years ago, 5? Yeah, like, I'll hit them up. I'll be like, shit, like, how you guys been? I was like, I know I haven't talked to you in a minute, bro. I was like, how you been, like, personally, like, mentally, like, physically, like, everything, like, how you been? and then start up a conversation. It's nothing wrong with like hitting up your old your old
friends,
peeps, your old friends,
yeah.
like the good ones, fuck the old friends that fucked you over,
Yeah.
Like, most definitely. I've had people even recently. I wouldn't say fuck him. It was more of the maturity scale changed because I realized we were adults now, still being a child.
Yeah,
that's how it be.
Mans didn't understand really life. Didn't understand like people are busy. Because my friend group, it was 4 of us, like the main best friends. I was down to 3, and we always talk every day. Make sure our parents are good, everybody good. We literally brothers. You know what I mean? That's why when I view friendship, you brothers. You can do something for them, and they do something for you, as long as y'all agree and y'all love each other. That's how I view.
Talk. Yeah. But I want to ask a follow-up question. Do you guys consider your guys' selves as good friends?
I'll be real. I'll say to an extent. I know. Like, I know myself. I have my days. I could not be a good friend. Sometimes I'll be a great friend. Like, no one's perfect, bro. God ain't make no one perfect.
Almost.
Everyone's born with mistakes. Like, everyone has their mistakes or like their flaws or whatever. It's just don't let your flaws make you. Like,
most definitely.
Learn from that. Like, I made mistakes in the past where people didn't consider me a good friend, but I'll say like now, I'm a great friend. Like, what's it called? I make sure to like stay in my place. Like just know when to actually speak.
Okay.
Like, because I don't know, sometimes people nowadays are just very sensitive.
Most definitely. Bro.
So like, I just tend to stay quiet, man, because I was like, if I say something, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, he's a bad friend because he's calling out on my shit." But I'm calling you out on your shit just so like you could get it together, bro. Like, I'm being your friend, so you can get it together. Like, no one else brings it up, and then what's called you're cool. But when I do shit like that, and they're like, "Oh, he ain't being a good friend. He's just speaking up on it." I'm like, all right. Then I just learned just to stay quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone nowadays is just sensitive, bro. You can't really say nothing.
There's a lot of people nowadays that are sensitive. I would say that for sure. But more, you got to self-evaluate your own self just to see what you're able to say and what you are not able to say. Because like you said, people are sensitive nowadays. So like sometimes I'll say some out-of-pocket stuff to certain friends and then they get offended. So I have to go back and apologize to make sure they're good, just to know that like it's not intentional. It's just all jokes. Don't mean to hurt you, because there'll be friends that you be like, you won't even apologize to, or they won't apologize to you even if they did know that they hurt you, So you got to be that bigger person and tell them, hey, I apologize for whatever I did. I won't do it again. And then after that, after you've already self-evaluated yourself, then you stay away from certain topics when it comes to them. You can talk about certain topics to other people, but this exact person, you ain't supposed to talk about that around them because they get sensitive around that topic, And it's not like it's a bad thing that they get sensitive about it, because like some things are sensitive topics for people, So like, or you just got to make sure.
They just get very, how do you say it? They get very petty too. A lot of people get petty, bro. Like, it was called, like what you were saying, like they won't apologize to you. They'll expect you to go apologize to them. That's them being petty, or they're just stubborn, bro. Like, there's a lot of hard-headed people, bro. Like, I'm hard-headed myself, but like, I tend to be the bigger person. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll go apologize. Like, I was called. It's not gonna bring down my, what's it called?
You ain't gonna lose sleep. You ain't gonna. It ain't gonna.
I ain't gonna stress about it in the next 2 minutes. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna chill out. I just know I do apologize sincerely. But if you on some petty shit, keep it that way. It's all right. You don't realize I'm still here, but you just being a little. You just being a little shit.
I'll pass right by you.
Exactly. Like I'm fine with you, but like, just know I don't really mess with you like that.
Exactly. That's how I feel with a bunch of old friends of mine. Like, just know, I hope you're good. I hope your life is all right. But like, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. Man.
That's how you're able to trust people and make the decision which one to trust and which one not to trust.
Exactly.
Because petty people is crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So let's get into the next one, man. So, have you guys ever experienced real love?
Honestly, yeah.
And we're gonna say relationship wise, because I know there's certain types of love when it comes to, family love, and then friendship love, and then relationship love.
So we're talking about relationship.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, have you guys ever experienced relationship love?
In all honesty, like, yeah, I get confused sometimes because growing up for me, I feel like I wasn't, really loved upon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, so it's just like when I feel that feeling, it's like I get confused, and that's when it comes when Brian said trust issues. Because I don't know if I should trust that feeling or not.
Yeah.
But I certainly do feel it because I never really like realized someone can care for you so much, even though you're the person you are. You can look from your past to your present, and you realize how much you changed as a human.
Yeah.
And knowing that someone can love you, even though you were that person, and seeing you change and grow and learn, I think that's what it feels like to be like really loved, is seeing that person that you like loved learn from their mistakes, learn from what they did. I feel like that's real love. I feel like love is like, it's a feeling mentally and physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I got for the definition of love is an intense feeling or deep affection. But a follow-up question is, what can you tell the difference between puppy love and real love? Because I feel like because there's a lot of relationships where people be like, I'm in love,
you already
they got
like
puppy
hit
love,
you, huh?
you know?
Yeah, puppy love and real love.
It's easy to answer that one.
I think.
Okay, talk to me.
I think. I don't know. I think me personally, I think puppy love is more like it's just like, I don't know. It's just like you guys are just both attracted to each other, but you guys physically don't love each other, or like or emotionally. You know, you guys are not emotionally connected. You just are physically there. Like, you guys are just attracted to each other. Like, oh yeah, what was it called? Like, you know, just like, oh, you down and link up. You know, just fuck whatever.
Yeah.
That's puppy love.
Type shit.
For
That's
me.
puppy love.
Yeah.
But like real love, I feel like throw that shit out the side. It's more like, it's like when you bring them around your family and your family loves them, and what was it called? On top of that, like, I don't know. It's like got on top of my tongue, bro. But like,
you can have deep talks with them.
Yeah, deep talk.
Like because when people a lot of people don't really realize when you have like a partner is there's comes time in the relationships where there's like points where you fuck up and they fuck up.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to have those uncomfortable talks where you feel as a person you fucked up.
Yeah.
She won't forget it, and you won't forget it.
Yeah.
And she does something like, you know what, I'll forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget it. Okay. Those are the talks when it comes to real love, is having that deep bond you can have with someone. That's what I'm talking about love. Like, you gotta have that connection. Same thing with friendship, that platonic love. You gotta have that connection. Puppy love, same thing as Brian said. Just linking up, being all cute, but you don't really take it serious.
Yeah,
it's that middle school love.
Yeah, it's like both parties just like, they know they're both fucking around, so like at that point they're just settling for that puppy love in the meantime until one of them get bored, or maybe they just both split, you know?
Yeah.
Because like love itself is just complicated, bro. Like
love is so complicated in so many ways, and you feel like you get mad at yourself because you don't know what to do at times.
Yeah, you don't know what to do at times. You get stuck overthinking like, oh, does this girl really love me, you know? Or like, just like, even with family love, bro, like shit gets complicated too.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I think of puppy love, I put the honeymoon stage in intertwined with puppy love. You know, that's what I think of when it comes to puppy love, is the honeymoon stage as well, because I think there's different versions of puppy love in people's eyes. Like you said, like just linking up, that's like a version of puppy love, you know. Another version of puppy love could be like, oh, we hang out with each other and we talk about deep stuff sometimes, you know, but when things get tough, are they going to end up staying? You know, because you could talk about deep stuff and be all kind and be there for each other here and there, but when things get tough, are they going to stay in the situation with you? I feel like that's real love. Puppy love, or that honeymoon stage, is things are good right now, but when things get bad, it's time for me to go look for something else good, you know, because things get bad regardless of the situation. Things can go bad any time of the day.
What matters is if they're gonna stay and help, like, you know, bro, like, or they don't judge you off of what you like experienced or like what you guys talked about. Because I had my fair share of people, like, I swore they listened to me, and like, I mean, To be fair, I know they listen to me, but sometimes I just felt judged. But I think that's because the way I grew up, I've always been judged or misunderstood as a person.
Yeah.
So like it kind of affects relationships in some ways, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's like your past and your trauma gets to you.
Yeah, it gets.
And so you like
my trust issues getting
that's where it gets to me as well, because I felt the same way growing up. Like especially being in a Mexican household, it's like really tough love.
Toxic, bro.
And it's like you can't really trust some people because they really treat you. And the neighborhood I grew up in like the worst neighborhood in my town. And I always seen people just get backstabbed every day.
Yeah.
So you just see shit like that and you think to yourself, like, can I even trust a person? But you learn to trust someone though.
Yeah, you learn.
And I think with relationships, you learn to grow and trust that person.
Yeah, I get you.
Even when you fuck up, you gotta learn. It's okay.
Bro, we all fuck up.
It's a human trait.
Like in the beginning when we were talking about flaws, bro. Like what matters is in love, it's if someone accepts you for who you are and your flaws. Like they don't judge you off your flaws and everything. Like they still love you even with your flaws.
Yeah,
because we ain't perfect, bro.
Yeah,
not perfect. You know.
Yeah, we ain't perfect.
But nowadays in this generation, I feel like people are looking at more of the outer appearance than anything, you know, because they're not talking about, I like the way you are. I love your personality. I like what goes on in your life. You know, a lot of people look at the outer appearance and be like, oh, this dude got a 6-pack. I like that. Or this girl got a fat ass. I like that. You know, like people are thinking more in that type of way. You know, like obviously that's appealing. That's more of a plus. But I feel like if you looking at who they are as an actual person and you're seeing their actual personality, then you're going to be like, okay, cool. Like I actually like this person and I would want to eventually have a relationship with this person. But if you just looking at the outer appearance, you're like, oh, she got big titties, she got big booty, dude got a 6-pack, he got muscles, like cool, like do your thing. If you only looking for that, then that's what you're gonna get. You can get that at a strip club for real.
You can get that on the side of the street.
You can get it out of a corner store.
Get that shit on the Santa Fe Trail.
Go out to LA and Figueroa Street.
You know, we know where you're going. You can go over there. But like, if you really want in a relationship, then I recommend you guys look for something that's good about their personality, because people they show their personalities. People will show you their true colors eventually. You just have to continue to wait. You can't just jump straight into things, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's for sure. Yeah.
That's what I would say. That show.
Very true. True.
But let's get into the next one. In what areas of your life do you think you're settling?
Oh, okay.
Damn.
This one's like deep a little bit. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I can talk about this one because I feel like I'm halfway there right now, for sure. So at this point in time in my life, what I've learned, I forgot who quoted this, but just know wherever you are in life, you're fine because you made it past your past. Right now, you're at your building stage, and I want to let everyone know I'm 19 years old. I'm turning 20 in July. I'm not gonna be no teenager no more. I'm like,
happy early birthday as well.
Thank you. I'll be 20, and I realize I've done so much within the last 2 years as I turn into an adult. And I feel like my settlement, like at age wise, I say when I'm like 23 to 22, I'll be there. I feel like somewhere around that age is because the way I've built. And it's like it's an inspiration as well, is I was stuck because I didn't know what to do. I came out of high school, I was like, what do I even do?
Yeah, bro, it's a lot.
And I went to college straight away. I was like, all right, I gotta go to college. The thing is, I didn't want to go to college. I did not want to go to school. So then I looked at my resources and I was like, well, what's something that I can get paid for that's easy and I'll have fun? I was like, you know what? Electrician.
Yeah.
And I like
bank, bro.
I like putting things together. I like just doing random things. And I was like, you know what? Let me do that. As of right now, I'm halfway there. I'm on my first certificate.
There you go, bro. Congrats.
I got my training card like last semester. So I'm like right here. And I feel like where life is right now, I'm at like my 60% mark.
60%?
I'm at my 60% because like I got enough time and money and like space to learn. So once I hit that 70, that's when I get like my job. Like that's when I get my apprenticeship.
Okay.
Like where I start. From there on, I just build. And I feel like when people like you want to feel like you're selling, build your foundation first before you have fun. Because that's the important thing to learn to have fun in life. But just remember to build your foundation first, so then you can build your home.
Okay,
really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
What was the question again?
In what areas of your life do you think you're settling?
What areas of my life am I settling? Damn, bro, that's really a tough one. The way Julian put it out, he like, I don't know, he explained it pretty well, bro. Like he was able to answer that. Me personally, I don't know if I could answer that. I just feel like, shit. I had, there was a point in my life, like probably like, not even a couple years ago, like it was probably like a year or two. Like I was in a very dark place in my life, and that kind of set me back a bit. Like that fucked me up mentally and like everything, physically, everything. Like being in a dark hole, stuck, and like it just feels like you can't get out. You know, like people say like, you know, you got to support mental health and what was it called, like look out for people, or what was it called, like make sure you check up on your people. But like mental health got this stigma where they like was called, it's people say it's on your head, or it's just crazy talk to yourself. Like it's just like you're constant, it's like you put yourself in that situation, but they don't understand that mental health comes with a lot of different aspects. It comes with like, you know, trauma, family, or what was it called, just simply like a lot of past shit that's gone on, like that's happened, you know. And like I feel like that shit, I let that shit get the best of me back then, because like I felt like that shit was, that's who I was. I felt like I was like bound to be fucking alone, and like, you know, like just stuck in this void. And like I eventually just, you know, I hopped out. I got myself out of it. Like I understood that was called, not everyone's gonna help me out. Like the only person that could really help myself out and snap out of it was myself. So like, that's what I did. So I think like in life right now, like I feel like right now myself, like career wise, like shit, like damn, like I still haven't figured out what I want to do like for my career. Like I mean, I do want to be an electrician, like what you like what you're doing, Julian. But like it's just like, I don't know if that would make me happy, because like me personally, like what I've always dealt with, like what will really make me happy, and that was like doing art. Like I wanted to be an artist, like it was called paint, draw, do murals and shit like that. But I've always had people, what was it called, downplay me, or like what was it called, not respect my you know, like my career or my decisions that I wanted to do. Everyone would be like, oh no, like what was it called, like you can't make real money off that. But like I was like, I'm not trying to make money, I'm trying to make people just happy. Like I'm trying to spread positivity, you know, through my art, my paintings and everything. But like now personally, I feel like now in life I'm good, because I was able to get a hold of God's hand. And you know what they say, was called, God's always there looking out for you, and it's the matter of fact if you reach out for his hand or not. If you don't reach out for his hand, then you're just gonna be stuck. But if you reach out for that hand, he's bound to help you out. Like he's always there no matter what. It just depends if you pray to him and you reach out. So I think that's what got me out. And for the past for the past year or so, or a year and a half, I've been good, bro. Like I've been on a straight path.
Congrats, man.
I've been trying to stay like, you know, clean shit. You know, like I've been cool.
Clarity, huh? You feel?
I feel clarity, because like after all that happened, bro, like with everything going on with myself, like what was it called? It's just shitty, bro. Like you get stuck in a big negativity like mindset. Like, that shit fucks you up as a person. Like it fucks up your soul.
I get you.
So like that fucked my soul up, bro. Because like I felt like I had a very like, you know, and like what's that movie called? My Internal Sunshine. Like I felt like my soul was like some beam sunshine. Nah, but yeah, but like I'm cool, bro. Like now I feel like my relationship with God has gotten better. So I think that's what I'm happy right now.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
I think that answers the question, right?
Yeah, somewhat, basically. Yeah.
That answers the question right there. Yeah. And I went through the same shit too. About a year or two ago, I was the same way. Dark void. I felt lonely. Like I always felt lonely. And my resortment was drugs. That's all I did. And every day, woke up, had a joint ready for me on my counter.
Yeah, bro.
Every single day.
Yeah, that fucks up.
I understand that for sure.
Yeah.
When it comes to settling, right? I feel like we shouldn't always have to settle, you know? I feel like growing is the best part of life because there's always other stages to get to, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like if you get stuck in one stage and you just sit there for too long, you get comfortable. So you can't stay comfortable in where you are, you know? You get too comfortable, you'll never grow.
Yeah.
So when you, like, let's say you scrape your knee, right? And as a kid, you scrape your knee and you fall on the ground and you start crying. And your dad comes up and he tells you to get up. What are you doing? You know?
You get up.
You got to get up, you know? You can't keep when you fall on the ground, you got to keep getting back up to be able to keep growing. You know, you can't just stay on the ground and keep crying because then people are just going to step over you.
Yeah.
Because those people are going to watch you cry in the corner because you're struggling and you're not doing anything about it. All you're doing is crying. But the people that have fallen and are that did cry and everything, they still got back up, wiped the tears away, and went back on there to go grow. And all they're going to do is step over you. So all you can do is continue to grow yourself and not stay on the ground like them other people are. You know?
Yeah.
So even if you do fail, because failing comes with life. As long as you're growing, that's all that matters. As long as you're getting back up, that's all that matters. You know? So when it comes to settling, there's some things that in my life where I got comfortable, but I don't want to be in that place, you know? So I'm striving to be the best at anything that I do, you know, keep growing.
Like you don't want to stay comfortable.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like that.
That's
damn, you just brought up like this little. I actually had to talk with my homie about like staying comfortable. He was talking about me. Like I told him on the phone too. I was like yeah, I'm comfortable when I'm at. But then he made me realize you should never feel comfortable.
Never.
Yeah. And like that kind of, that's how I was like, damn, this dude really, he's right, bro. I was like, I shouldn't be like comfortable where I'm at. Like I should be pushing. I should be constantly like working, you know, to make things better, you know. I feel like I do push, but like there's times where I won't lie, like I do get comfortable, but like what you said, bro, we shouldn't be getting comfortable. We should be like, you know, taking risk, you know, doing other shit.
I feel like same thing. Like you don't want to be comfortable where you're at because growth, learning.
Yeah.
And I would say this because we both love art.
Oh yeah.
So I want to bring back that topic. Is you were always told like, hey, don't do it. You're not gonna earn money from it, but you love it though.
Yeah, you love it, bro.
The one thing I learned was because I like making art. I like making clothes. I like doing my music. I never post it though, but the clothes is something I've been doing. And the way I've learned, out his clothes,
Treehouse Club.
Yep,
Treehouse Club.
Hopefully, I'm trying to do something. So we've been delaying it, but the way I learned was same thing. People were always telling me like, you ain't gonna get money from that. Like you're not gonna really have a career. I was like, it's not a career I want. It's more of a passion I'm willing to desire. And I've always told people, if you got a dream, don't let your parents kill it. And if you have a dream, don't let it die.
Yeah.
So what I would tell you is keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard as you can to the point where even if you're uncomfortable, you get comfortable in being uncomfortable.
Yeah, I fuck with that, brother. I fuck with that, brother.
Keep striving in what you do. Keep striving in how you feel as a human being and learn from everything you do. Because every day is a new day. Either it's going to be a shitty day, good day, calm day, or even it's just a mix of all. Yeah.
And don't care what people say.
Exactly.
Don't care what people say about you or what you do and what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about something, you're going to go get it. Right? So don't even worry about what people say because those people that are saying that stuff, they're like crabs in a bucket.
Yeah.
When you try to come up and you try to get out, they pull you back down. That's all they do.
Mhm.
So all you could do is just continue to grow, be yourself, and be uncomfortable as much as you can, so you can be able to get to that place that you want to be at. Who cares what people say? It don't matter what people say, because they're not taking the risk to go do what they want to go do that they're passionate about.
Exactly.
So they knock down other people that are passionate about things because they have the courage to do it.
Exactly.
So you just keep doing your thing. That's all that matters to me.
And just remember, do it for that kid in you. Do it for that 5-year-old self.
Type stuff.
Yeah,
For
do it
sure.
For yourself, bro. You heal your inner child, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is, since we talked about mental health, do you think mental health matters?
Indeed.
Oh, indeed, bro. It's 100%, dog. It's just like I was bringing it up.
Speaking of, so next month, June, it's about to be men's mental health as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I've always seen on social media.
June over the next one?
Yeah.
Damn, what the
It's about to be June.
Bro, it's the 29th of May.
It's like 3 more days.
What the fuck? For some reason, I thought we were still in March. Wait, no.
Bruh.
Wait, no, not March. Nah, oh, my bad. I thought it was
March.
May. April. But we in May, huh?
Yeah, we in May. We about to finish June.
It's May 29th, my brother.
Life, bro, time goes by.
You done missed
Yeah,
Cinco de
like-
Mayo and everything.
Single
yeah,
bro, you know what's speaking of Cinco de Mayo, man, let's go off topic for a second.
Go ahead.
Why do people celebrate it and then us Mexicans just don't? You realize that, huh? In America, at least. In
I noticed
America.
that, bro. In America,
I feel like hella Mexicans calling out on Cinco de Mayo.
We don't even do it.
we call out for a reason, though. We call out because they feel like, oh, Cinco de Mayo is coming up.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday, or fucking a pistear, way, just a couple beers, a pack.
You just see
know,
people wearing sombreros and shit. Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't get offended. Like, that's cool, you're embracing my culture. But why are you celebrating Cinco de Mayo?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And then they wanna come back and be like, oh, build that wall with sending back. You over here celebrating with a damn sombrero on,
Yeah.
eating ceviche. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
Your watered down ass fucking ceviche.
Hell no. Let's get back.
Salad.
What's the other shit that we eat? Chicken salad.
The corn salad. Refreshing.
And I can't cap the chicken
He said
salad.
we made potato salad,
Oh, chicken salad be gas. With those salads?
but they make it in like potato salad with raisins. That's what they make. So it got roach in it.
Why you got raisins?
Raisins?
Not even but it's not even that. They don't got the gold raisins in there.
They got the.
They got the red ones.
What's that big old loaf of bread that they eat too?
What you talking about?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I've always thought that was good. Like, hey, all my white folk out there, bro. Like, what's called? I thought meatloaf was.
That's probably one of the only things that they got something.
And bro, us as Mexicans, we got some shit that we don't even like either. Like,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna hate me.
what?
I don't fuck with menudo.
Oh, damn, dog.
They gonna hate me.
I'll tear it up. I'll take yours.
You fuck with Manu?
I'll tear it up.
See, this is
Yeah,
why
see.
brown and black stay together, bro.
This is why, but I ain't gonna lie. It's cause I don't know. It just don't taste right for me sometimes.
I mean, to be fair, I think it should. It's sometimes the meat, bro. Some people don't like the texture because, like, a lot of Mexicans, what I've noticed is, what I noticed, they don't like the texture in their mouth.
Pause.
Pause.
No
Big.
Diddy.
Big.
No Diddy on that one. That one was crazy. They don't like the texture in their mouth, and they don't like the meat in their mouth.
Have you ever seen those pictures where they have
So
like
the meat. I don't like the texture.
Hey, now you bring it up.
Hey yo.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna say this, and when you get neck tattoos, I'm like, oh yeah, that throat.
Oh, the
But you seen those
tattoos
videos?
is crazy.
You seen those videos?
Yeah, somebody had the Gatorade logo on their throat. They said, "You the throat quencher?" I was like, "That's crazy."
The one person got chosen one. Wait, was it Mello? I think Mello got his neck tattooed.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Or it was someone had chosen.
Someone had
it said-
beats on their shit.
Oh nah.
They had like chosen one.
You got
Like-
that chosen throat.
You
got
that
the chosen
one.
The chosen throat.
You got. Oh shit, my phone.
My bad, brother.
Somebody said, "Let me get a cross on my throat." They said, "Your throat is heavenly." No, nah.
No,
That's crazy.
your throat is blessed.
The blessed throat is crazy.
Bro, at this point, you can't get no neck tap, bro, because
Don't
everyone's gonna,
You can't
everyone's
go.
gonna be
They
capping.
clowning,
Neck
bro.
tattoo.
That's crazy.
Forget all that.
Especially with like, what was it called? Like everyone getting like their like that one tattoo right here on their forearm. What is it?
Which one?
I think it's the Fear God one. Is it Fear God one? Oh.
I don't know. They always get random ass ones.
It's that one tattoo off
Well, like-
Pinterest, bro. Everyone be getting.
They got like an eyeball. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw somebody get it like back before I had tattoos, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this," and then I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." So glad I didn't because everybody started getting it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's doing too much."
But
I've been walking around getting matching tattoos.
let's bounce back to topic.
My bad.
For sure, though. I'm the one that sidetracked it all. My ADHD.
Let's talk about mental health for a second.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, mental health does matter. Our month is coming up pretty soon as well. So I've seen a lot of people also clown it. A lot of women on TikTok. That's probably because, like I said, this is generation a little toxic. But I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, our mental health very much matters. If you need help, please talk to someone. There's also a hotline as well. I forgot the number of it, but if you
1-800
something like that, 1-800-236-2 something. Yeah, if you need help, please go talk to someone. Do not fight your battles alone.
We'll get it. We'll put it up there.
Yeah, just don't fight your battles alone because I've been there. I know what happens when you fight your battle alone. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. If you feel you can trust someone, talk to them. Because if you've been on that level with them, please talk to them. Just sit down, talk to them, give each other a hug. Just know everything gonna be fine. You gonna live, and just know that.
I think, bro, I don't know, mental health, just everyone has their own opinion on it, especially a lot of women, or not even just that, or even a lot of men.
A lot of old people.
Very old school people. It's mainly the old school people, like I think it's the
Gen X.
No, not Gen X. They're what's the millennials?
Millennials. Those millennials are like the 30-year-old
or the bloomers.
Oh, the
boomers.
Bloomers or whatever. Yeah, all those old heads. They all got some. Well, most of them. Some. They all got their like opinion on it because they say a man should be able to like hold everything in, not express what they feel. Was called because as a man we're supposed to have this high power, so we shouldn't be was called, emotional, or we shouldn't be what's called basically saying fuck your feelings and keep pushing.
They just think we should be tough.
Basically.
It's okay to just express yourself. That's the one thing a lot of people gotta learn for sure. If you're like in a dark place, you gotta learn to express yourself, express why you feel this way, and when you hold it in, that's when you go insane.
To the right people.
To right people, bro.
Make sure to express yourself to the right people. Because I know back then when it came to me, I know that I was dealing with a lot of stuff back then, and when I expressed it to the wrong people, and I didn't know they were the wrong people at the time, they kind of just like was whatever about it, oh, do your thing, like it's all right, boo-hoo, wham wham, that's how it was with me. So you have to express yourself to the right people, the people that you actually do trust a lot and you trust with your mental health. You can't just tell somebody that you call a friend and they can't even deal with their own issues. You're not supposed to throw your issues on somebody when they can't even deal with their own problems. So don't even do that. So go find somebody that you know that you can trust that could help you through this stuff, or you can call the number that I will be putting up there. So I believe mental health does matter for sure. Men's and women's mental health does matter, but I feel like we all just have to come together. There's a lot of people nowadays that say, oh, your mental health doesn't matter. I've actually heard somebody say that to somebody, saying, oh, your mental health don't matter, and I'm like, that's crazy, because if something goes wrong with you, you obviously want somebody to help you, you'll probably be crying in your room, and then somebody's there to help you, or you could text somebody and be like, oh, this is happening in my life. But if somebody else and their mental health is bad and they end up, unaliving themselves, then it will be blood on your hands, and you the only person that God's gonna be judging when the blood is on your hands, because you was the one that told them that you didn't care about them. So when it comes to mental health does matter, and I say that we take it very seriously, especially because men's mental health is coming up, and it's not just men's mental health that matters, it's women's mental health that matters too, because we all deal with stuff as human beings. But if we don't come together and go ahead and deal with the situations and help each other through the battles, then nobody's ever gonna win the war.
Exactly.
I want to speak on man's mental health a lot more. I appreciate like I understand women deal with the same thing and it was called. I appreciate that too. Like I care about women's mental health as well because I have a couple family members that deal with that, and you know, some of them are women. And but to men's mental health, I feel like what's it called? Because there's a high percentage. It was called. You guys could search it up too. It was called. There's a lot of studies on it that mainly the main people that commit suicide or they commit what's it called are mainly men.
Yeah, I think it's a 60% margin. Or
yeah,
60% margin.
It's mainly men. A lot of men are the reason why our suicide rates are very high.
Yeah, and it's sad. I ain't gonna lie, it's really sad because
it's at 22.8%.
22%.
With women's at 5.7%.
Yep.
So
men have that higher percentage, and what's it called? Point of that percent is one of them is my cousin, because I had a cousin that recently was called committed suicide, and was called that shit fucked me up mentally a little bit. But you know, it's hard seeing your family deal with that stuff, because sometimes what's it called? It's hard to help a person out too, because sometimes, like, depending if they're just dealing with, like, you know, like internal thoughts or just their internal self, or even more like drug addiction or something like that. What's it called? Because I know drug addiction could be hard, because that kind of fries your brain, bro. It just fucks you up, and then you just push everyone away. Like, you start pushing your family away. Kind of what happened with me and with my cousin. Like, he just pushed everyone away. And what was it called? We haven't heard from him until he moved out to Mexico. Next thing you know, a couple months flew by, and we find out that he just, you know, he committed, and I haven't been able to, you know, visit his grave or even see him in Mexico. Like, I just been wanting to simply apologize for him and not being there for him as much as I should have, because what's it called? I was very close with him, but it's just kind of it's kind of hard when what's it called? He didn't have a phone, so I wasn't able to reach him. I didn't know where he lived, because I mean, he was dealing with drug addiction, so he was half the time he was on the street or something, so I couldn't deal with him until he eventually I guess he got clean for a minute, and then he decided to go back to Mexico. And he was living out in Mexico with my family, but you know, shit turned south. I wish my family in Mexico would have been there for them, but everyone just thought he was crazy. It's just not a person is not personally, they're not crazy. It's just more, they're just asking for help in their own way. Like, someone that's silent too. Some people could that could be the most joyful person in the whole room, are probably dealing with the most battles inside.
Most definitely. Think of comedians.
Yeah, comedians.
They paint different things in a certain light, so then people see it as funny. You go to a comedy show, they're talking about unaliving themselves, and then people laugh about it, and they laugh as well because it's just a joke, but that's actually their deep down feelings and their own mental health that they struggle with behind closed doors, you know. And remember, the people that you look at that you think is crazy, remember, they never were like that. They weren't like that before.
Look at I don't know if you guys know this one TikTok comedian. It was this Asian dude. Yeah.
Do you remember? You know, this was about 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago, homie had shot himself, for other reasons, because the person he mostly trusted fucked him over. So, like what you're saying, comedians do have a hard time, because sometimes people do something you know, they cross them over, or just simply they lose. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just there's a lot of fucked up people in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are
where
messed up in the world.
They think it's funny when someone's dealing with something internally bad, you know, and they're asking for help, you know, but a lot of people just don't care.
And for the people that are probably asking the question, why don't they just ask for help? You know, why don't they just ask for help?
I forgot his name, man.
You know the Asian's name?
No,
I know what you're talking about.
I thought of Bobby Lee.
I remember his last video.
Yeah,
that's what I thought of.
His last videos were like you said, they were jokes to say he was gonna kill himself and just shit. they were getting real sad. And I noticed like, oh yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
Didn't what was it? Robin Williams?
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Robin Williams, man. He was my child. That was everyone's childhood. Like
Yeah.
all those movies, bro. Like we all thought he was just, you know, like he was bringing a lot of light and like blessings to everyone. Like everyone's kids, everything. But like to hear him on the news, like that was big news back then. Like just to hear a comedian like that just like pass away. And people pointed it as like it was more of a health issue, but there was more than just a health issue. Like homie was dealing with a lot more.
Yeah.
Like we personally don't know, we don't know him, but we just know that there was what's it called more to it than just health issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what's it called? Of course, they're not gonna put it out there because you're just what's it called. They don't want that. They don't want to put. How do you say that? Put that on the news, you know?
Yeah.
They want to keep it at that.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
But the statement I was going to say, the people that are probably wondering, oh, why don't they just ask for help? The people are always asking for help. You just have to pay attention to it. That's all it is, you know? So if you know somebody that you feel like is struggling in their life, go ahead and ask them and see if they're okay. Simple as that. I will say that. And I also want to say thank you for listening to the Nameless Journey podcast, best podcast in my home. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications when we drop a video. And I want to say thank you to my guest, Brian. Thank you for pulling up to the podcast.
Thanks
for giving me your input, man. Give me your input.
Appreciate it, brother.
We'll have to get you on so we can finish up these questions.
Man.
But we got things to do and we got things to keep moving. You already know the deal. So also use code Dubadano at AZVA and Habits365 and Okazi NW if you want to get 10% off or 15% off of your purchase when you use my code. You already know the deal. Go ahead and use that code and run it up, man. Get caffeine, hydration, anime wrist wraps, pump covers. You got clothing for the winter, summer, spring, all the seasons just for you. We already know the deal. So go check it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my co-host Julian on that side. Shout out to my co-host Kylan. You already know the deal. All social medias. I'm going to be there in the link in the description. You know the deal. And thank you for listening to the Nameless Journey podcast, best podcast in my home. Mental health matters. You matter. Everybody matter. You already know the deal. And we will catch you later.
You guys have a great night.
Deuces.
Damn, J Bird, Merch